Welcome to the FCA Polk Podcast. Our vision is to see Polk County transformed by Jesus Christ through the influence of coaches and athletes by creating disciples that make disciples. Let's go.
Okay. All right. Well, hey guys, welcome to the FCA podcast. We've got Briley and Kimmy here. They are both FCA leaders at Rockmart High School and both on the volleyball team. So welcome, both of you.
Thanks for having us.
Yeah, I'm glad you're here. Thank you so much. I know this kind of takes some time out of your Saturday, so I really appreciate y'all getting up and doing this with us. So, well, how are you? Let's go there. How are you guys doing?
I'm good. I'm doing great. All my brothers are dove hunting right now, so.
Oh, so it's quiet at home. Oh, that's nice. Yeah, I love that.
I'm
How about you?
excited to be here. So
Good.
it's a good day.
I love that. You're both smiling so much. I love that too. So to get started, we prayed before we came in, and I really appreciate Kimmy, you taking the time to do that with us too. I also just want to just say out loud for us, but also for God, that I really pray that the words of our mouth and the meditation of our heart is what is pleasing to Him first and foremost. So the podcast is cool. You guys are cool. You know, I'm cool. But most importantly, it's about being pleasing to God. So that is what we are doing this for here today. So jumping into our first question, it's the most important one probably to get started with, and I need both of you to answer this one, is would you rather have 100 baby ducks follow you everywhere you go? So I think you're going to take a shower. You're getting in the bed at night. You're trying to go out on a date. You got a test tomorrow, whatever it is. You're on the volleyball court, 100 baby ducks everywhere you go. Or one super duper angry goose that follows you everywhere.
No, I'm doing the ducks.
I'm doing the ducks. I've been trying to convince my mom to get me a duck. So I
love
wouldn't mind
ducks.
at all.
I
But
love
100 ducklings. Think
Yes,
about like
okay.
you're trying to take a step and they're up under your feet, you know?
Yes, but okay, a goose, like you said an angry goose, correct?
Yeah.
No,
Yeah, he's
they're
angry.
very mean. Like very mean. I got chased by one when I was at one of my brother's competitions. I ran for probably 5 minutes and it was still chasing me.
Can
It
you
was-
outrun a goose or are they super fast?
It caught up to me. It like pecked the back of my leg.
Oh,
It hurt really bad. So I'm not doing the goose.
not the goose. Yeah, but one angry goose has to go to bed at some point. 100 baby
Right.
ducklings, I imagine how are they all sleeping at one time?
But
Does
like to keep you warm in bed, you know?
Yeah,
Up next to you.
Kimmy, your choice is 100 ducklings?
absolutely. I want a duck. So I mean, just like 100 little ducklings following me around. That sounds great.
Well, now you can convince your mom to give you 100 baby ducklings.
Right.
And then you can let us know, is it worth it or too many?
We'll see.
Yeah, let us know. Report back. We'll be waiting. All right. So really though, thanks for answering that. I don't know what my choice would be. Maybe the angry goose, because
No.
can I put him in a cage or something? I don't know. Something. We could do something with him. Okay. So for either of you can answer these questions however it works. That's fine with us. But I do want to hear, how did your walk with Jesus start, or kind of where you're at right now? Maybe it started when you were 8 and here you are now and it's totally different. Just share something about your walk with Jesus that you would want other people to know about.
Kimmy, you can go first. Oh, okay.
So I mean, I have like, a pretty basic testimony. I mean, we grew up in church. My granddad was actually the pastor growing up. There was one point where he got sick though, and that's when we kind of started, falling back out of church. And so we eventually started going back. And my home church now, we went on a church camp with them to a big conference called Arise. It's over in Pigeon Forge, Tennessee every year. And on the last night of the first week, I ended up getting saved. I just felt God really like pulling at my heart, and it was really great. However, I always say, there's some things that you don't see before you get into high school. So then this past year, we went to the same conference again, and I ended up rededicating my life. So
I love that. I love that.
Kimmy, that's so sweet. I didn't know that.
It
You
is
didn't tell us.
sweet.
Okay,
All
I
right,
guess
Briley.
I'm next. So my testimony, I mean, it's kind of basic, but I have a little twist. So both my mom and my stepmom passed away, and that's really hard. It was hard for me to comprehend when I was little. And growing up, I mean, without a mom, especially all your friends, they're like, oh, well, my mom's my best friend. And, I don't have that. It was really hard, but we grew up in a very Christian household, me and all my brothers. My dad was our rock. He helped us through everything. Going to church on Sundays, I attended Sunday school, which I hated Sunday school, I will say. I did not like it. I'm not a very social kid, and I wasn't when I was little. And all these little kids, like, I remember the pastor's kid was all going around asking everybody if they're saved, and I'm just like, yeah, like, you don't wanna lie, like, I mean, and I wasn't. I wasn't saved till I was in the 7th grade. I had a burden just riding on me. I could feel it every day I walked through my day-to-day life, and coming home from volleyball practice one night with my dad in the car, I just, like, poured out to him, and he was like, "You just gotta ask him to come into your heart." And that night, I prayed, and the burden just lifted. Like, I knew right then I was saved. And it's just, like, everything just felt just relief. Yeah, that's my story, basically.
That's so awesome.
Both of you said your stories were basic, and I gotta say that they are not basic. They are really awesome, really beautiful, and it's unique to you and what you were walking through in that moment, and he met you where you're at. So you don't have to qualify it with thinking it's basic. It's really good, both of you. But
Thank you.
thank you for sharing. I
Thank
know
you.
that's really kinda both of those are tender moments, and my prayer is that those are things that you get to hold on to your whole life and call back on that moment when things are harder. And when you're ready to share it with somebody else that you get to say, like, you get to kinda relive that feeling like Briley of that burden being lifted. That's good, girl. I love that. So tell me a little bit about FCA from your perspective. Like, how did you get involved or first hear about it? What are your thoughts on it? Just wherever the Lord leads you and your thoughts on that. Go ahead and share with us. And Briley, you have to go
Oh,
first because
me? Okay.
Kimmy went first last time.
So I didn't get involved with FCA. I mean, I came to FCA meetings last year when my dad started being a real part of it. I think last year was the year it really grew. And everybody started to realize that, oh, we have an FCA, like that's a thing at our school. But I got asked to be a leader this year, and I got asked the last year, but I wasn't very comfortable in my walk. I was going through a very hard time. Me and my dad we were butting heads really bad, just not a good space for me to be in, so I did not feel worthy of being a leader. But this year, in a very good place. I think our FCA group is great. Honestly, we have a lot of good kids on our leadership team, and I think that everybody there is more than capable of doing so much good in other people's lives. I think that this year we are really going to grow. I hope we're going to grow and change some lives this year. We already have one person that got saved at our first meeting, so I really am very hopeful for this year.
Yeah, me too. All right, Kimmy, what you got on that one?
So I started FCA my ninth grade year. We didn't have it when I was in middle school. So when I saw the opportunity like open up, I was really excited and hoping that they would let me come in. And Shane Petty was so awesome, and he let me come in and be a leader my ninth grade year. But yeah, I mean, it was small my ninth grade year. We didn't have that many people, but then there was just such a big shift change my 10th grade year. I mean, seeing like our group go from like 4 a meeting to 40 a meeting is insane. So it really grew this year, and I think we do have such great leaders this year who are willing to want to go out and tell people about Jesus, and it's so awesome.
Yes, I love that. So, when you're doing FCA in the high school, some people have no idea what a huddle looks like in the high school or what you're even doing. So, can either of you kind of tell us a little bit about what that looks like?
I can, yeah. So, I mean, we all start off our huddle. We all come in and we kind of just fellowship for a minute, but then we go in and start playing a game. I think that's kind of more like an icebreaker for everybody, kind of get everybody started with, getting more moving. It's early in the morning, so you have to get everybody more awake. So we start off with a game, and then after that, we go straight into worship. And I think that's just a great moment for everybody to kind of just go ahead and start opening up their hearts to what the speaker is going to have to say. So after worship, we do go into straight into the speaking, and we have had such great speakers and musicians this past couple of years, and there's been so many people willing to step in and help us. Um, but I I just enjoy the message more than anything. I think it's just a great opportunity for everybody in the school just to kind of get that at what, you know, once every couple of weeks, because some of these kids, they don't go to church as often as some of us do, and so it's a good opportunity for them to be able to hear the word. But then after the message, we go back into worship, and I think that kinda lets everybody have more of a thought moment, and then, we go into prayer groups, which is basically everybody gathers up with one leader, and we just I go around and ask my group, "What can I pray for you about? What are your prayer requests?" And then we just pray it out, and then that's what our huddles look like.
I love that. Yeah. I like that this year too. It seems like you've really started working hard on getting live worship to be a part
Mhm,
Yes.
of every time. So I think that makes the experience just feel deeper, maybe.
mhm.
And it's cool that you can find people, students or adults in the community that can come in and bring their guitar or have the ability to sing, because some of us make a joyful noise unto the Lord and it's joyful to the Lord, but it's not so joyful to the people around us. So that's good that you can find people that are able to sing and willing to stand up there and sing. I love, love, love that. And then those prayer groups, I think that's so important. And I really appreciate the fact that there are leaders that are willing to stand there in intercession for all of you. And then, Kimmy, you also hit on a really great point about some of these kids don't get into church often. I also see in the huddles between middle and high school, there are some kids that don't have the opportunity to go to church at all. So this might be their only chance to hear the word spoken or taught or to be in a community of believers like that. So it's really important that we're given this opportunity to do that. And even cooler that you guys take it seriously, that you have a good time with it, and that you're there with open arms. I think that's exactly what Jesus would want from all of you. So that's great. So switching gears a little bit, you both are on volleyball team, which I love volleyball so much. It's really fun and exciting. And you both have been to the FCA volleyball camp over the summer, and you both have been represented because you're on the same team, duh, by a character coach. Right now, you have Morgan Banks with you. So, share a little bit about all those things like volleyball camp. What did it mean to you? Did it mean anything to you? Would you want to do it again? Recommend other people to go? Do you like having a character coach? Are you doing a Bible study? Just say all the
Everything.
things.
Everything.
Yeah. Yeah.
So Kimmy actually didn't go this past year to FCA camp, but it was a very good year for our team. I felt like we lost a lot of our seniors last year, which really held our group together because we didn't really have a lot of underclassmen join our team until this past year. And I think all the girls that were on JV last year that moved up to varsity, they have never been to FCA camp. It was only a varsity thing. So I think it was a very great experience for them to really just get to hear other people's messages and to understand that they're not the only ones going through what they're going through. A lot of the messages this year they really hit home to some of our girls. And I think it was really just amazing to see how the messages, hearing them, how it worked through them. And on the court, we didn't play like we wanted to, but as a team, we came together more than I think we ever have at camp. Honestly, we really never have not had that chemistry in a team. And this year, I mean, like I said, it's a little different, but I think we really grew as a family there. Morgan is our character coach, and I love her. She's precious. We're doing a Bible study right now. What's it called, Kimmy? The Jesus I Knew in High School?
Yes.
Yes. And it's amazing. After practice every Monday, we all go to our coach's room at the middle school. We have dinner and we just disciple with each other. It's amazing. I love it.
Love that. How about you, Kimmy? You have anything you want to add to that?
I mean, I'm gonna kind of bounce off what Riley said. I wasn't there this past year. I was on a mission trip. But I mean, even just seeing the shift of how close everyone was together before the FCA camp and after, it was just insane to me because it's almost like, I don't wanna say we were almost strangers to one another because that's not what it is. We spend a lot of our time together. But, just seeing, like, the little groups of friends come into this one big group was just it was so amazing to see, and I do too. I love Morgan and her whole family. They're so awesome, and they just have such a big growth to wanna see us, in our walk with the Lord, and I think that is just such a big role you have to take on. Um but, I mean, we just appreciate her and her family so much, and they have just been literally the best people this year. I love them.
Well, she's definitely gonna cry when she watches this, so just know that, but she's probably gonna bring you a treat after hearing all that too, so this is, like, really good. Well, tell me too, having the character coach sounds like this really great fit for you guys, that she can come alongside you and help disciple you so that you can also disciple others. What's it like having a coach that knows the Lord and is willing to make space for you guys to have this on your team?
I love Coach Sharp. I've known him since I was little. He's known me since I was little. I mean, I don't really remember him, but he claims he does. But I think it's wonderful. You don't really see that a lot anymore. You don't see a coach taking the time out of his day, his money, just to disciple these girls who have attitudes with him 95% of the time, are always getting on his nerves. He is just He's one of the best human beings to be able to take care of us that much. I I'm forever grateful for all he has done for me this my entire high school and 8th grade year. He has been there through thick and thin. He Every time he leaves, he always tells every single one of us he loves us and makes sure that he knows that, or that we know that we are loved by somebody even if we don't feel like it. He is always
Mm.
there. And he goes to church at Victory. I used to go to church with him, but now I go to 101. But every Sunday I used to see him at church. He would always say hey to me and give me a hug. And he's a great guy and an amazing volleyball coach. I could not ask for a better one.
Yeah, I'm gonna kinda piggyback off of what Riley said. I mean, I've known him since my 6th grade year. He's always just been, like, this big, like, friendly guy, and, like, I don't know, I look at other people's coaches, and I don't like to compare people, but it does mean a lot when you have a coach that cares about not only you and yourself as a human being and not only as a player, but as something more spiritual. And Sharp has definitely been able to lead us into a more consistent relationship with God. And it's so important that you have a coach that cares. And Sharp does care. He shows us that he cares and he tells us that he cares. And actions do speak louder than words. And him bringing us to these camps every year and just making sure that we do get fed every Monday is just such a big role in my life and showing me how much he wants to be involved with us.
Mm. That is so precious. I love that. I also like seeing that it's him and his wife and that they get to do this together. So Brandy Sharp is there with you because some things you just don't want to tell a man about, you know? You just need a woman to listen for a minute to
Yeah.
really get it. So I think that's a really fun dynamic too. So thinking about back to FCA at school again, do you see the huddles transitioning into the ability to disciple the people that are coming in that room even further? Does it open any doors for you in that way? And does it help you at all?
Yeah. So I think this year, like, as a group, we want to get more closer together, not just leaders, but as people who visit as well. And I think by doing that, we'll be able to grow like deeper connections with them. So they'll feel more comfortable coming to us and talking to us about certain things. And so I'm really hoping that this year we do get to establish more deeper relationships so then we can disciple to, the kids at school, but I even think just us having these huddles in general and telling people that we have these huddles, I think that just even plays a big role in getting people thinking about it. So I think it's just a great opportunity this year.
That's such a great point. Just even talking about that there's a huddle opens that door for more intentional conversations. That's really good, Kimmy. Well, is there something from FCA this year so far, camp or um, character coach related stuff or huddles or leadership meetings or anything that stands out to you that you would want to share?
And I think seeing and I don't want to say their name because I don't know how comfortable they are with us saying it, but I think seeing this someone get saved at our first huddle is something that you don't see a lot, and just that person being so open about it, and willing to do it in school during a huddle and not even say, okay, well, I'll think about it more later, or I'll do it later, or I'll come to somebody later about it. And just doing it in that moment, I think it was so powerful, and it was so just amazing to see. And I think her doing that can just witness to people alone. So I think that's been my favorite memory so far.
Yeah, I think that's beautiful. That boldness that she was able to experience and stand up in front of everybody. That's hard just when you're just giving a presentation in front of a class. So that's really cool. Really good stuff. Well, last question then is, do you guys feel like in your walks, maybe through your family or your church or student group, do you feel like or a teacher even or a coach, is there a mentor that you feel like at some point you've had come along beside you that has really helped you be strengthened in your walk personally? And then just, I guess, tell me about that and how you feel about it.
Okay, so mine is my dad. Hands down, my dad. He has been there through everything, honestly. We went through a rough patch about a year and a half ago, and we came out of it so strong. He's always been so strong in his faith. I've always looked at him as just the most God-fearing man I've ever seen. Like, just his demeanor about everything, he knows what he's doing when it comes to raising a kid, and you don't really see a parent like that anymore, honestly. He has so many morals that I feel like I didn't understand, but now I do. I really get why he raised us the way he did. I mean, we all are very strong in our faith, but getting raised without a mom, I feel like he really took on the role of being a mom and a dad. So he, hands down, is my biggest mentor on everything. So
That's
That's
really
so sweet.
That is really sweet.
Mine, I would have to say is my mom's parents. My granddad was the pastor, as I said, growing up, and so my grandmother, my nana, she was the pastor's wife, and I just think seeing them take on such like a big role in wanting to be a part of not only our lives, but wanting to see us in church growing up. I mean, I just remember seeing, my granddad pray or my nana pray about wanting us to be in church or wanting our cousins to be in church. I think that is just something that's so powerful and something that I don't want to take for granted. Like we're not all on this earth all the time. And so they're definitely my biggest mentors. I can come to them about literally anything, whether it's spiritual or personal. And they just took it on such a big role in my life. And I appreciate them so much for that.
Oh, those are both really sweet. If you guys could get a grade for that, they would give you an A for sure. But I feel like both of you earn like maybe a trip to the new ice cream store in town, The Rock. I feel like that might be in your future for sure. For sure. Well, is there anything else we didn't talk about that you kind of just are excited to share about, or you want somebody to know, or do you want to invite somebody? You want to share what time the huddles are, or your student group at your church, or anything like that?
We have an FCA huddle this upcoming Thursday at 7 o'clock. It's going to be in Mr. Malone's classroom, which is room 430 at Rockmore High School. So if any students that come to Rockmore are watching this, I hope that you do want to come. And we are inviting you to come and we want to see you there. Please bring a friend.
yes.
So yeah.
Pack it out.
Well, let me ask you too. Do you have to be an athlete to show up to a
No.
huddle?
No.
No. Do you have to know what you're doing in Mr. Malone's room or agriculture or anything like that?
Nope.
Hope not.
You could just be
We would not be good in that department.
just no, ma'am. Awesome. So you just have to be a student or faculty at Rockmart and you can just be there, right? It's open to everybody.
It's
Yes,
open
ma'am.
to everyone,
I love that. Even if you don't know the Lord yet.
even if you don't
Yes.
know the Lord.
Yes, girl, get it. All right. Well, Briley, what about you? Do you want to share anything or invite anybody anywhere? Or?
Come Thursday. Just come Thursday.
Thursday.
We're going to move to every Thursday soon. So, but right now it's every other Thursday. So if we don't have it one Thursday, come the next Thursday.
I love that. Just make it happen, Captain.
Yes.
That's right. All right. Well, I love you both dearly, and I'm really glad that you took the time to be here today to share all these things. This has actually been really fun and not scary at all. All right. Well, thank you again for being here, and we'll talk to you guys soon.
Thank you so
Bye.
much.
Bye.
Thanks for listening to the FCA Polk podcast. Before you go, if you want to help us make disciples, please go to fcapolk.org. Check out all the information about the ministry. Grab your cleats and get in the game.